again, it's April here and welcome back to another video. Today I've got my goodbye 2020, hello 2021 goals video. So I actually really like watching these videos, especially this time of year. It gets you super motivated to plan for the next year, and also it's always nice to have a look back and reflect on the year before. So I thought I'd do a quick little sit down video today just to go over some goals for next year and let you guys know what my plans are. So I just wanted to have a quick look back at 2020. 2020 was an interesting year, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Can't remember a year quite like it before. For me personally, for me and my art life, it was a great year. Not gonna lie. I got to work from home pretty much the entire year, which meant I had so much extra time and so much extra energy to do like activities outside of work that I wanted to do for myself. Like, you know, art, Etsy stuff, things like that normally I wouldn't have had much time for because I did a lot of commuting, and also I was quite tired from, you know, like long days out of the house. So that aspect of 2020 was really good for me in my personal life. So I did my 100-day project, which took a little bit over 100 days, but I basically did 100 paintings with acrylic wash. So I hadn't really painted before, so I got to learn a lot about painting, a lot about acrylic wash. And it was just awesome to see all of these paintings that I had accumulated over, you know, several months. And I also managed to turn those into lots of different products in my Etsy shop, which is another massive thing that I did this year, opening my Etsy shop. So at the start of 2020, I chose a word of the year, and that word was make. And basically my only goal last year was to make stuff. I just wanted to make a whole bunch of different products. I wanted to make stuff that you could hold in your hands that were tangible, and I definitely think I achieved that goal. It was pretty easy to only have one goal in the year, you know, and I think that's actually a really good plan for people that don't really like making goals, or they always struggle to think about what they want to do. Just pick like one thing, one word that's going to define, you know, your year. You can always change it as you go. And for me, this year, that word was make, and I definitely achieved that. I made a lot of stuff. And that brings me on to 2021. So for 2021, I want to kind of shift my attention from making products, kind of like illustrating just to make a sticker pack or just to make a greetings card. And I want to move back into, or more into illustration, more into storytelling, and you know, more into art, kind of like take it back to the roots, you know. So for 2021, my word of the year is going to be storytelling. And I did think about this quite a lot, and I was trying to come up with like a good word that would kind of encompass everything that I want to do, because there are quite a few things I want to do next year. But if you think about everything that I want to do, like I'm going to talk about in a sec, it is all kind of comes back to the same thing as storytelling, illustration, telling a story with my art, things like that. So I think storytelling is a pretty good word for the year, and I'm definitely going to try and focus on that. I've basically split my goals into 4 main categories. So number 1 is I want to be more art focused. So this, of course, is learning more about illustration and storytelling, but I also want to bring more art back to my YouTube channel, because I have really become, over the last 6 months, just a studio vlogger. And when I started YouTube, I did lots of art videos and things like that, and I do really enjoy making those. They aren't as popular as studio vlogs, but just because something isn't popular doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. If you like doing it, you should still do it. And when I mentioned this in a studio vlog a couple of weeks ago, I had a few comments saying that they missed my art videos, that they were looking forward to seeing more art. So at least I know 3 of you out there, hi mum, I'm looking forward to watching my art videos. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it on the schedule yet. I don't know if I'm just going to do 1 video a week and alternate art videos and studio vlogs, or if I'm going to try and do shorter studio vlogs so I can fit in art videos. It's going to be a little bit topsy-turvy for a few months while I figure it out, but there still will be a lot of content coming to YouTube, so make sure you check out that. So the second goal this year is to build an illustration portfolio. I want to work basically towards building a portfolio that I can, in 2022, put out into the world, or, you know, even at the end of this year, try and get some actual illustration jobs, you know, bit of freelance on the side, some commissions coming in. I'm not really sure how that world works yet. I need to do a lot of research on it, and there's a lot of illustration out there, like paths that you could go down, you know, like editorial, children's book, scientific. There's a whole bunch of different stuff you can do. I only can think of 3 just then. Food, there's more, I know there's more, but I'm gonna head directly down children's book alley and try and land myself somewhere in Picture Book Square. So that's where I'm trying to head. I'm trying to head towards the more like children's book illustration. So you can still do editorial illustration in that world. They have magazines for kids, which I didn't even realize, even though I read some when I was a kid. So there's a whole bunch of stuff I need to research and look into. I've already started looking at like different courses I can do, different classes I can take, watching lots of YouTube videos of what you need to have in that kind of portfolio. So I'm going to be doing a lot of working on my skills, working on characters, working on stories, sequential images, all that good stuff to work on a portfolio. Number 3 is back to Etsy. So I'm still going to be having Etsy open, still going to be making lots of products on my studio vlogs, still going to be getting some sweet stuff out to you guys, hopefully. This next year I definitely want to be a little bit more plan ahead and a little bit more organized. So I've actually planned already 4 main updates that I want to do. The first one coming out in January, and then from then on, like every quarter of the year. So I have those plans in my head. Plans do change, we have to stay flexible, but I'm thinking 4 main updates right now for Etsy. So hopefully that will keep me on track, keep me organized, and keep me sane. And for the last one, I need to take a drink. Don't worry, it's just water. So this last one is the one I'm most excited about. I have been thinking about it for a few months now, probably seriously for about 4 months. But up until then, I have been thinking about it kind of like for 2 years, on and off. And that is, I really, really want to, and actually, in fact, I am going to open a Patreon. Yes, I'm going to open a Patreon. I'm very excited. It's quite a scary step. It's quite big. I don't think there's a perfect time to do something like this. You just kind of have to go for it. And like now is a better time than it was this time last year. I'm working from home, and when I go back to the office eventually, who knows, next year sometime, we have more flexible working hours now that we're going to be kind of looking at in my job. So I think now is probably the best time to do something like this. And I have been planning it. I have got pages and pages of ideas and plans, and I'm so excited for it. It's going to be following a lot of like the illustration journey that I was talking about, as well as Etsy behind the scenes, kind of more normal, like general stuff that you see on other people's Patreons. And I'm just really excited about it. So I'll probably be like talking about that on my studio vlogs over the next few weeks. Hoping to open it in February, but plans change. Gotta stay flexible. Pretty sure I've said that twice now, but it's true. Flexibility is good. That's also why I'm doing 30-day yoga challenge in January, but that's nothing to do with that. Anyway, those are my goals this year. So lots and lots of art, lots of storytelling, open on Patreon. I hope you guys are super excited for, stuff that's going to come. I'm excited for 2021. Those are my goals. So let me know what you're planning to do in 2021, what your art goals are, or your personal goals, and what you're most excited about. If you have a word, let me know, because I'm really interested in people's word of the year. And that was the video for today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Have a lovely New Year's, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.